People suck. Let's talk about it. Hi guys, it's yours truly, Maylee, and before we begin, I would like you to mind my chair. She's extra squeaky today. I don't like it, but that's okay. The idea for this video quite literally came to me when I was in the shower like 20 minutes ago, and I realized how much I don't like people. My peers, adults, little kids, my friends even. So I was like, why not make a rant video? Because that's the only way to cope with your feelings. So here we are. This is my rant video number 1, where we're talking about people. So I just want to talk about how, like, why are people so rude for no reason? Like, you don't have to state your opinion on everything. And I get it. There's some people, it's like, okay, yeah, that's your whole personality is stating your opinion on anything. But then sometimes they just take it a little bit too far. So it's like you're just being blatantly rude. And it's really annoying. It's like, why can't we just shut our mouth? And I genuinely don't understand how people can just sit there and be mean for no reason. Like I get if you have a reason to be mean. Like, if someone's mean to you, be mean back. I know that's probably the worst advice to give someone, but like, be mean back. Like, don't let them treat you like that. You're too good for that. But like, why are they being mean in the first place? I feel like there's no reason to be mean to someone without valid reason. And even if you have valid reason, there's so many other ways than just like saying dumb insults. Like, oh, your eyebrows look weird, or oh, you got double chin, or actually double chin. We don't want to talk about that. Like, you've got weird stuff in your eyeballs. Oh, let's not have stuff in our eyeballs, guys. But yeah, so why are we just sitting here insulting someone for no reason? And it's like all these people who are trying to act tough and cool, and it's like, you're not, okay? We're all the same age. I'm quite literally smarter than you because I'm not sitting here being mean for no reason. Like, my Texas history class sucks so much because these freaking people in there decide to state their opinion on anything. And also, I may get really heated, I may cuss, and I will blurt it out, so just be aware for that, because I don't do that except for when I'm really heated about something. But yeah, it's like, shush, like, shut up. Like, no one needs to hear from you right now. And they're always like one of my friends, she's a teacher's pet, but like, she's not even like an annoying teacher's pet. She's a huge history nerd, and the teacher likes her. I feel like there's nothing wrong with that. And this one girl, she's like my friend like answers a question and she kind of adds on to it, and she's like, oh, shut up, like, you don't need to keep talking. Like, and she's literally the only one. She talks majority of that class, and she's always talking, and she says stuff just to start problems. Like, you can tell she is saying it just to start problems. Like, why do you want to start problems so bad, and then you complain about there being problems when you're the one starting them? I feel like that's just some of the dumbest, like, that's so stupid. Why are we starting problems and then complaining about the problems? Like, no, like, please, no. You're the problem. My dear, you are the problem. And I don't know how to say it in a nicer way. And I actually am this close to snapping, but I can't do that because I don't want to cause problems. But she's gonna keep causing problems. I also don't want to, like, flat out embarrass myself. Like, no. But yeah, so why are we starting problems when we're the problem? The next thing I want to talk about that most of y'all could probably relate to, don't mind my camera, it's like sideways and I hate not being centered. The next thing I could talk about that some of y'all probably relate to is sports. I love playing sports, and I love most of the sports I've played. Volleyball, I love-hate relationship with track, but that's for another time. And now I'm going to play soccer as of right now. Tryouts start like literally on Monday. They start on Friday, I think. Well, not real tryouts, but yeah, we started. I don't like these people. Genuinely, I don't like these people. And I love the sport, and they just have to go and ruin it, like, by being mean and causing problems. And then they act like they're too good to play the sport, and then we lose, and they're like, oh, why did we lose? And I'm like, because you didn't try. I am editing this post-soccer tryouts, and it's not that bad. I'm being really dramatic. And they're good players. Like, they know how to play the sport. They're good at it, but they're not trying because they think they're too good. And it's like, that's not how we do this. Like, this was my first year playing volleyball, and I got good. Like, by the end of the season, I was, like, really good because I tried. And then these people who are over here playing club and stuff, now they're like, oh, I'm too good for this. Like, you're not. We're losing because of you. It's all your fault. And soccer's coming up, and I'm looking at the people who are playing soccer, and I'm like, oh my god, this is how I die. I have like no friends. And because I have one friend who's gonna play soccer with me, and we're so excited because that's like both of our like main sports. Like volleyball's not my main sport, volleyball is not her main sport. Yeah, we still play together, and we were gonna play soccer together, but she can't because of the after school practices and she has theater. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm gonna hate my team. I hope you realize that. I actually am gonna hate my team. At least like somewhat. Like maybe like I might like them a little bit, and we might do like my team on volleyball. I like them a little bit, but like for the most part, it's just annoying. The next thing I want to talk about are my friends. I love my friends. I love all of them very deeply. I wouldn't be friends with them if I didn't love them. But sometimes, half the times, mostly just half my friends, I don't like them a lot. And it's only sometimes, and it just makes me really angry because they just do things. And none of them it's like to the point where like I can't, like, I'm gonna stop being friends with them because they didn't do anything to make me not want to be friends with them. I think there's only one girl who I actually dropped because she just sucked and she was toxic. She didn't care about our friendship, but like she genuinely didn't care. My friends, it's all one-sided, I think, and I think it's one-sided. My bad friend. Hold on, I'm rethinking myself. Anywho, so yeah, so it's like it's all just like one-sided, me just like not like thinking they're just kind of annoying and them doing things that I'm like, stop. Or they like, a lot of my friends, they just like to make everything about themselves, and I'm like, stop, no one cares about you. I care about you. No, hold on. Well, I care about you. Just not everything has to be about you. No one cares. Please. Or like I'll do something and they just have to be so critical. Like I said, nobody cares. Why do y'all care so much about me? And like hold on. I sound like an awful person right now, but I'm not saying like I'm like, yay, like care about me. I care about you like emotionally, but like why do y'all care so much about the little things I do? Like I hate being bad at stuff because it just makes me like, I hate like having to do things that I'm bad at because it just makes me feel bad about myself, because I'm like if you force me to do something and I didn't know how to do it and I wasn't good at it, and like I was actively trying to learn but no one was letting me learn, I would feel bad about myself because I'm like, I can't do it. Like if you just sat me there and you were like, play the viola, and I'm like, okay, I'll learn how. I'm like, okay, this is a C or whatever, you know, this is a D, this is a G, oh, this is a G sharp, you know, or this is how I do vibrato. I think, you know, like, wait, no, you shake this thing, whatever. People are gonna yell at me because I don't know how to hold a freaking violin. I know they're like, oh my goodness, and that's a part of it. One of my friends, she plays the viola one time I was just sitting there, I was like, oh yeah, viola, blah 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 blah, and she was like, that's not how you do it, you have to hold it like this, and you gotta like that, and you gotta like and I'm like, shush, I don't know how to play it, why do you expect me to know what I'm doing? But it's like, yeah, like they just get on me for like not knowing how to do something when they're not giving me a chance to learn, and it just angers me so much. Like in choir class, I'm not the greatest at choral singing. Like I'm pretty good at pop-ish if I actually try, but choral singing, I'm not really good at staying in tune, and I know that, and my vowels are a little it's because I keep getting constantly reminded about it by my peers. And it's not even a like, oh, Kameli, you're a little sharp, maybe like do something. They like tell me what to do to go down. No. It's just, you're sharp, or that's not the correct note. And I feel like if someone's watching this who goes to my school, and they're probably gonna think I'm only talking about one specific person. And you know, we're on the same page. It is her, but it's not just her. It's like everyone. They're like, oh, fix your vowels, or oh, you're off tune. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing, okay? And I'm actually so glad I'm not doing choir next year because I'm bad at it, and I hate being constantly reminded that I'm bad at it, and it just makes me so angry. And my friends are all like, why aren't you doing choir next year? Stop, we need you to do choir with us. And I'm like, because Because y'all are making me feel welcomed. Like, I love the class, I love singing, and I love the teacher. She's awesome sometimes, but that's another thing we're gonna talk about. And it's just like, I just hate constantly being reminded that I'm bad. Like, please stop. Don't talk. Like, just stop. Or I'll have friends who think like everything is about them and what they do. I have this one friend in particular. I've known her for quite some time, and we're very close, and I love her so much. I love her so much. But sometimes she just does little things, and she just like has to be better, and it's just like, please, no. And she does stuff. She's like she says she gets FOMO, and I'm like, I get that, but then she gets like, so like everyone will be like being so obsessed with one thing, and then she'll get FOMO, so she'll start being obsessed with that thing too. Then she'll make it her whole personality, and then like all of my friends, like they all like watch and read and like go in the same fandoms because everyone else is in it. And I don't do that because I don't have that kind of commitment. Like, I have to actually be invested in something. I watch shows that none of my friends watch. I read books that none of my friends read, because they're the ones that I actually find interesting. And I understand the stuff that they're reading is also like Percy Jackson. All my friends were reading Percy Jackson, so I was like, we have all the Percy Jackson books, I'll read it. I got through 2.5 before being like, I don't like book series, because I don't. Unless they're in like TV date. Oh my god, what idea is like, it's so peak. And also there's only like 3 of them, and they're gonna just come out like I'm here early enough to where I don't have to sit there and read a whole 2-3 series with like 20 books in each series. Like, no, like, because I'm not gonna do that. I don't have like, even like TV shows, I can't sit there and watch a whole TV show like without giving up, because all my friends, they do that too, and then all they do is talk about it. They don't talk about actual stuff, and I just like, I don't feel included. But I'm not gonna make myself be included, and I know it's kind of messed up for me to do. I can't get mad at them when I'm not gonna do anything about it. But also, like, sorry, I was getting texts, but anywho, that was just like, that's all they do, that's all they talk about, and I'm just sitting here, I don't know anything, and then they just kind of act like I don't exist, and I don't say anything. So I probably should say everything, but I don't know. I don't like, because I know they're not really gonna care all that much. Yeah. And well, where was I? Back to that specific friend, not the one that I was talking about from choir, the one I was talking about just before that, who like she gets FOMO and stuff, and she makes everything her personality. When she has something that's like original, she won't share that, and I hate when people do that. And they just like, I was like taking it out on my little sister the other day. We were playing with slime. She was making a rose. She was like made a twist, and then she made individual petals out of her, like, because it was like hard. It's like clay slime, but it's like stretchy, but it's like moldable. Yeah, so like we were just making stuff with it, and I just kind of made mine into a twist. And she was like, my little sister, she was like, are you trying to make a rose? And I was like, no, I'm just trying to make a twist. I'm like, what do you have against red twist? Like, maybe this is just supposed to be a red cinnamon roll, huh? Okay, not everything has to be a rose, okay? Maybe I just want to make a red cinnamon roll. What do you have against that? And I was getting so mad at her. And I was like, this is the rage that's supposed to be taking me out on my other friend, because we were doing a math project, and like, she had just learned how to meditate. Like, she learned how to like do it all correctly and stuff, and she was teaching us at my other friend's birthday party, and it was a whole thing. It was really funny and stuff, and we were like singing the music, and it was just like, it was funny. But like, we were doing a math project, and I started freaking out because one of our friends wasn't there, but we had given her shapes to take home to make so she could bring it back so we could add the shapes. But she wasn't there, so we had to freaking improvise, and I was freaking out because I was like, we're gonna run out of time, because it was like the last day for that project. So we had to like rush and make these shapes and glue it all together. And I'm like freaking out, and I'm just like, and she's like, of course, I'm freaking, and she's like, what are you trying to do? And I'm like, nothing. And she's like, oh, it looked like you were trying to meditate. And I'm like, no, I'm breathing. Okay, I may seem dramatic, but she quite literally said it like, what are you attempting to do? Because I'm freaking out. because I don't want to, like, I hate being late on stuff. I hate it. I hate being late. I hate having missing work. I hate being late to events. I have to be there early or on time. And it's just, I hate being late. I can't do that. It's a whole thing. And I start, like, freaking out. And, like, I've even cried before because I was late to a master class one time for band. And it was just, like, it was a whole thing. So, yeah, so I just don't like that. And I was freaking out. And she decides to make the whole thing, like, oh, looked like you were trying to meditate. Like, and, like, I knew if I actually said I was meditating, she'd be like, that's not how you do it. You have to, like, breathe in or whatever the But yeah, it's like, I don't care. That's not how you do it. I'm breathing, okay? I'm sorry, I breathe differently, okay? I'm sorry, I'm doing this when I'm breathing. And I've, like, it's just a whole sheboing, and they just have to, like, they need everyone to come, like, support them, and it's like, everyone does support you. I don't care, okay? I genuinely don't care about you. And I do care. Hold on, that sounds really mean. I do care, and I care about them. Like, when there's something wrong, I'm gonna be there for them, and I love them. They're all my friends, but just sometimes I'm like, stop talking, please. And I realize so much how much my friends annoy me, because all they do is make things about themselves, and then if someone else doesn't like that thing, then all of a sudden they're just bad. Like, My Hero Academia, y'all are gonna get so mad at me because it's like a cringy, but that fandom, like, literally raised me, like, when I was like 9, but like that, like, fandom whole raised me. I seen like a movie, I read like 2 mangas, and that fandom though raised me, and I knew everything from the fandom, from the Gacha Life videos, from the edits, all that stuff. That stuff raised me. All of a sudden, my friends start liking it, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. I know some of the characters and stuff. And then they get mad at me for being a poser because I don't watch the show. And I'm like, I never said I'm not even a fan. I'm only sitting here liking it because that's the only thing y'all talk about. Because maybe I just want to be included, huh? But maybe I don't want to sit there and watch the show because it's long and I don't care about it. Maybe I just care about having friends, okay? Maybe I just want to have friends and I want to be able to talk to y'all. But no, y'all have to sit here and get mad at me. But it's like, I'm sorry? I don't know what to say. I'm sorry, huh? I'm sorry I don't watch the show. I'm sorry I just want to have friends. And all they do is just get mad at me. And I'm like, what did I do? What did I do? But it's a whole thing. And something all my friends do. Like, if I only was friends with people that I actually liked constantly and who actually treated me like a human being, oh, and that I was close with, because I have a lot of mutual friends who I really like, but I'm not as close with them. So I'd probably only have like 3 best friends out of like however many I have. One of them is like my childhood best friend, and I'm not even like as close with her anymore because we haven't really seen each other. But when we do see each other, it's like, you know, like, we like never see each other because she's a grade level ahead of me. But whenever we do see each other, it's like, yay, like. And then my best friend in my grade who I met last year, because she actually really understands. She doesn't treat me differently. She gets me. We listen to each other. We talk to each other. We do fun stuff together. We have like mini disagreements, but they're not like constantly, and they're not like bad. At least they haven't gotten to that point yet. Like, there was at one point when she got mad at me because she said I don't listen to her, and I agreed, because I don't. I think sometimes, like, I'm sitting here talking about how much I don't like my friends, but I'm not that good either. So part of it is possibly my fault, and I'm aware of that. No one else is freaking aware that they're the problem, okay? So it's like, y'all need to be aware that you're the problem. She came to me and she told me, she was like, I feel like you're not listening to me, so you always do this, you just ignore me, you leave me for someone else. And I'm like, oh shoot, I do that. So I had to like think about it, and then we made up. We apologized. I apologized. She was like, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have snapped at you that way. And I'm like, no, I'm so sorry, I should not be doing this stuff to you. Like, there's just been like a lot going on school-wise, but that's no excuse for me to not listen to you and stuff. she's the sweetest thing, because she said, oh, it's okay, I'm here if you want to talk about it. And I'm like, no, I'm here if you want to talk about your problems. I get it. I'm here, you know. But yeah, so it's just like everyone just, I probably shouldn't be friends with half of these people, but then of course, you know, I don't want to have new friends. So sometimes they'll be talking in group chats, and all I do, I just silence my notifications. Like over spring break, we were having a trip in California, silenced all my notifications from my group chats because I did not need that energy. I was trying to enjoy my vacation. I had enough of that energy with my family. This has been my rant about my friends. Thank you so much for listening. If you didn't make it this far and you didn't just leave halfway through, I'd love to hear some of y'all's stuff about your friends. Like, please let me know what's going on, because like I need to see if any of y'all relate to this, or if I'm just like crazy and I'm not a good person, because I don't care about my friends. My Altoids wallet, it's so, like, it got messed up. Stop, that's supposed to be all the way through. It's falling. I'll fix that later. But yeah, so just let me know if you've experienced anything like this, or if I'm just like horrible for hating my friends. Thank you so much for watching.